Taurus, what's up, Big T? So, the readings for this week and the next week for all 12 signs will be an open read, in-depth style. I have really been enjoying the open reads for the Sunday Shuffle. The unfortunate piece, though, is that I can't drive them as much as I should like, and you and a couple of other folks have shown me really interesting things in the least amount of time. So, I thought, let's do it. Let's do an open read at the big table, and if you like it, put in the comments and I'll make it a regular thing, yeah? Alright, but like always, and regardless, take what resonates, leave it as not. These are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may or may not resonate, so check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere, okay? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's go. So yeah, open reads are non-theme specific, minimal placements, that kind of thing. What hits the table is what hits the table. What's going on, please, for Taurus? Show me that Taurus collective, 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 please. Show me that Taurus collective, please. What's going on? Yeah, that's you. King of Coin. Good. Ace of Cups. Yeah. Eight of Swords. Four of Wands. Yeah, that's a big I don't know about that. All right. All right, let's keep going. The Ace of Coins and the Hermit. You're like, that makes more sense to me. I bet it does. You have two aces here. One, you're like, that one don't make sense to me. But the other one, you're like, that one makes sense to me. Okay. Once more, I'm not laughing at you. I've had an increase in commentary about this thing, and it's been driving me absolutely crazy. And it's always the new people who just come wandering in, and they have no idea what I'm like. I'm a real person with real expression. There you go. I do not suppress my emotions. When I feel humorous, I laugh. When I'm sad, I show it. When I'm happy, I show it. There you go. I'm not laughing at you when I laugh. I am simply laughing. It's a form of expression to me. It just hits me that way in that moment. There you go. Okay? It's not intended to be a knock or unappreciative of the energy or situation, honey. I'm the one who coined the motto, real terror, real life. Trust me. I know how serious the energy and the feeling gets. All the more reason why you should stop and have a fucking laugh. Okay. Overall, it's interesting. Ace of Cups, Eight of Swords, the Four of Wands. You're like, I don't know if I can feel my way around that one. So there's some sort of relationship energy here with the Four of Wands, and whatever that relationship is between you and whomever else. So it takes two to build that Four of Wands, right? So it's however you two label it. That could be anything between boyfriend, girlfriend, married, fiance, lovers, whatever. But the idea is that it's being built at the same time by the same two people. In other words, it's what they agree upon. Okay. Ace of Cups, full heart for this, renewal cup, new love. Eight of Swords, you're like, I don't know if I see it that way. We'll see why. I don't know if I can feel the feelings for this, the Four of Wands. And I don't quite know where the Eight of Swords is coming from, and there's a good chance you don't either. So we're going to take a look at that. It's, again, not an insult. It's just Eight of Swords by definition says self-imposed blindness. In other words, there's something here about that feeling for this relationship that you don't know if it's there or that you even want to deal with it. Okay? Ace of Coin. This, you're like, I know that one. I know that one, Christina. And you should. It's your master symbol. Ace of Coin. I know that one, Christina. Thank you. The Hermit. You're like, I feel good about that. I do. I've been thinking about it. The Hermit likes to think a lot. He's a quiet guy, but he's contemplative, heavily so. So you've been heavily contemplating possibly a new opportunity and what that Ace of Pentacles, whatever that represents to Earth sign. I never know. So we'll have to clarify that. And the Knight of Swords. You're like, I'm going to do it. I've been thinking about it. The Hermit. I'm going to do it. Knight of Swords. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. That one you see amped up for. But this one you're like, I don't. Feelings and shit. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was all me, man. That's all me. Just because I know that Taurus energy that cracks me up. I mean, you don't mean to. It's just how the collectives are. I mean, Aries makes me giggle all the time. It's just I know that energy. Show me that King of Pentacles, please. Show me that King of Pentacles. Show me that King of Pentacles in this deck. Here you are, King of Pentacles. Which, P.S. by the way, this is the Golden Tarot. I don't use it too often, but I've had it for years. Show me that King of Pentacles, please. Show me that King of Pentacles. What's going on? What's shaking, bacon? Knight of Pentacles, your particular knight. Six of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. There's that blindness again. Eight of Swords. I see you giving something, parts of yourself, real tangible parts of yourself. So that pentacle, as we know, or we should know, is what you can spend. Time, energy, effort. Time and energy being the most precious thing, even over coin, because without time or energy, you can't make the coin. And I know you know that. But I see you giving parts of yourself that are real and tangible, slowly, every day, day-to-day energy towards something that you don't really see yourself engaging in on the emotional level. You're like, this is what I have to do. So I see you fulfilling a contract. You're used to it, Knight of Pentacles. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. You balance with it frequently, so it's looking like day-to-day energy, but you're like, I don't feel anything about it one way or the other. Eight of Swords, and that's, we're overthinking it, or you don't want to think about it at all. You're like, I just want to maintain that particular contract, Christina. I'm not looking to have feelings wrapped up in it. That's interesting. You're saying, I got to do what I got to do. End of story. I'm King of Pentacles. I'm reliable, head of household. I'm resourceful. It's expected of me. I don't want to put too much thought or feeling into it. I'm just doing my side of the gig, is what you're saying. And it's very distinct. I'm leaving my feelings out of this. I'm just fulfilling my side of the contract. That's it. What that particular contract is, I don't know. But over here, you're showing me Eight of Swords in, in context to a Four of Wands. So if it was like a workaday structure and you didn't feel one way or whatever, it's not fulfilling to you on the emotional level, you're like, it's just a job, that's it, I leave it at that, cool, I understand that. But I should not be seeing an Eight of Swords attached to a Four of Wands. That's a whole other ball of wax. So I need to see how you're interpreting that Four of Wands. Is it a contract that you feel obligated to give to and you have no emotion attached to it? Or we're looking at an emotionless Taurus in regards to a relationship as well as a job? That's one too many Eight of Swords in my book. Okay, what's with the lack of feeling, honey? What's with the lack of feeling? Well, I'm feeling kind of neutral here and there. Well, maybe one. A lot of people have that experience at work. That's perfectly normal. I don't feel one way or another. I'm not going to involve my emotions in it. It's a short-term gig. I'm fulfilling the obligation. It gives me a paycheck. End of story. I understand that. A lot of people operate like that. But I don't want to be seeing that in a relationship, and I don't think you do either, because you're showing me one of those big, fat, juicy hearts that you have. So I should not be seeing an Eight of Swords for you. That means you want to have big feelings, but you're like, I can't quite see it for this. Not an accusation. I just want to understand, because I don't like all those blind spots, honey. Think of the Eight of Swords as a blind spot. You got too many. One is okay. We can navigate still with a blind spot, but now we got two. So now it's like, okay, let's keep cracking. Show me this Ace of Cups, please. Ooh, sorry. The humidity is high today. It's very high today. And the breathing thing. So if I use my inhaler, I don't want that to upset you. I'm perfectly used to it. Sometimes I have to use it on camera. Okay. But yeah, it's high humidity, and what happens then is that we get all this pollen and it sticks. It doesn't go anywhere. So my lungs have fun. My lungs have fun on days like today, so they have to work a little harder. Show me that Ace of Cups, please. Show me that Ace of Cups. Pollen. It's all pollen. Pollen. But it's like, Christina, it's the fall. Yeah, there's fall pollen too. There's pollen year round. Okay. A lot of people don't know that. They associate pollen with spring, and like, that's it. It's like, it's the fall. No, pollen's a year-round thing. At least here it is here in Texas. All right, let's see that Ace of Cups, please. Oh, honey, no. Oh, you're showing me Ace of Pentacles twice. Well, at least you're being consistent. Eight of Cups, Seven of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Honey, you're a little emotionally absent and or shut down. I don't care for this. Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords. I don't like it. And I know you don't either. Nobody wants to feel like that. It's a defensive point for you. Some of you are very aware of it, and it's become a sensitivity point. A little bit of defensiveness here with the Seven of Wands. You're saying, I might have an Ace of Cups, Christina, but I'm not trying to share it. You're not emotionally in a place where you can share your heart space. And it is a beautiful heart space. By definition, you can't have an Ace of Cups, right? You can't have an Ace of Cups unless you have an Ace of Cups. So I know that you have the ability to have a fullness of heart, but for some reason you're not venturing into it. It's like none shall pass, including you. None shall pass right now. It's like you're saying emotions aren't a priority, and you're literally like, I'm not feeling it, and I'm also not trying to see it. It's a bit of a defensive point for you. Some of you, I'm sure you have been accused of being emotionally absent quite a bit, or you're emotionally withdrawn, or you're just not there. And the thing is that you know it. You know it, and it's gotten to be a point of sensitivity for you. It's like you're saying, I don't want to get emotionally invested right now. I'm not feeling it. I want to focus on other things. So you keep showing me this Ace of Pentacles. It's kind of like, that's what I want to focus on. I don't want to be looking at my heart stuff right now. I'm just not into it. I'm not feeling it. Leave me alone on that particular subject. Well, that's fine. Except, you know, I have a job to do. So I'm going to see what I'm going to see, because I want you to not feel like this. And if that's where you are, then that's where you are. It just looks a little too long-standing through my eyes. That's why I'm concerned. The emotional numbness and the bluntness, and I don't want to deal with it about a particular subject. And it's wearing on you. It's wearing on you. But you still see you maintaining a contract. You're less than enthused about it, I'll say that. Show me that Ace of Swords. Show me that Ace of Swords, please. Show me the Ace of Swords. Show me that Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords, please. Excuse me, Ace. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, honey. We do it all the time, trust me. The Eight of Swords, that blindness. Show me that freaking blindness, please. The Chariot. Six of Swords. The Lovers. Okay. I see. I see why we're little. I can kind of see where you're a little bit... kind of like a little bit, where am I past the 10-minute mark for YouTube? Yes, I can swear now. So that's a rule. It's a legit rule. You have no idea how many rules I'm subject to. It's like you technically can't swear until after the 10-minute mark. It's been fun for me. So your energy here is kind of, I can kind of get now, I have a better gauge about why you're showing me all this strong fuck off energy about the emotions, Christina. I want to focus on what's real in my life with the Ace of Pentacles. I can kind of see now why you're emotionally shut down. You have a sense of guardedness, upsetness, surrounding a strong connection. And the Lovers is here, but of course it is. And the Chariot and the Six of Swords. This is literally the lack of movement, okay? Moving away from movement, that it has anywhere to go. The proposition that this connection has anywhere to go has proven faulty. The Chariot is a lot of strength in our particular momentum, moving it forward. But the Six of Swords, we have moved away from this concept of moving it forward if it was ever possible to begin with, because you're showing me blindness around this particular subject, and you're also saying I don't want to deal with it, and I kind of want to be blind about it right now. Again, that opening transition. So I know that this hits your heart a certain way, otherwise you wouldn't be showing me such heavy shutdown energy. Okay. The idea, and I've said this before, and I know many of you who are used to me, you're rolling your eyes right now, you can't be hurt unless you had something to be hurt by. In other words, you can't be hurt, disappointed, feeling rejected, upset, all this other stuff unless there was love there to begin with, okay? So there is, but you're showing me that's the last thing I want to think about, it's the last thing I want to feel about or acknowledge. Can I just move on from this? And the energy is quite strong. I just don't want to think about it or feel about it anymore. You've shown me that many times, and that would kind of explain why I'm seeing the day-to-day sort of numbness, and I'm not trying to put feeling into it. And I want to focus on other opportunities that are real and tangible, because this one, it hurts to think about, okay? And it hurts to feel about, okay? Long story short, which I'm not very good at, but I try. But anyway, the idea that this had, the powerful connection had any sort of momentum, if it ever did, we couldn't see it. And we had to move away from this idea that it would go anywhere. Okay, something happened there where the conclusion was this isn't going anywhere. Okay, it hurts to think about, it hurts to feel about. Regardless, that's because you're a human being. When these things happen, you're going to feel them. And the Taurus I'm looking at, you don't want to. That's where I would challenge you, is to turn around and do the exact opposite of what you're doing. Will it make you feel all the negative, sad things? Yeah. Will it get you out of this state of semi-stuckness? That's up to you. Let's see that Four of Wands, please. How long ago this happened, I don't know. That's not the point. You're still feeling it to this day. Okay. Let's see this Four of Wands. I got something here. Show me this Four of Wands, please. Show me that Four of Wands, please. Show me that Four of Wands. The Hanged Man. The Five of Cups. The World. Oh, I know, honey. It's fucking with you. I know. I know it's fucking with you. That's the pain I'm talking about. It's on delay. Yeah. That's a really good summary. The pain's on delay, honey. And you delaying it isn't going to help you. Okay? Putting it off. What happens when you put things off? Procrastination. It builds up. And then one day you have a snap moment that you could have completely avoided if you had kind of allowed yourself to let the disappointment and the frustration and the pain wash through you. I don't want you to have one of those moments where things come crashing down at you at one time. It's better to absorb the sadness and pain a little bit every day and understand it a little more every day than just being like, nope, fuck off. You don't talk to me about it. I don't want it. Stop asking me about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'd rather you have a couple of moments of sadness a little bit every day, not drown in them. Not wallow in them. Don't make yourself a martyr. That's not what I'm talking about. A little bit of digestion of sadness every day is much better than having this perpetual need to block, which will not help you. It doesn't serve you, and it just makes or reinforces the numbness. And then eventually you will have that day. You will have that moment where everything that you have been pushing off like this with your hands, it's going to rush back on you because you can't keep doing this. Not without cost. There will always be a cost. For every action, there is a reaction. The more you push something away, how much of it you are pushing away will wash back on you in equal force. And that is that moment where things pressurize, hit threshold, you name it. And I don't want to see that for you. And I'm not saying that's where it's headed, but I could see where it could do. Because you're like, this Four of Wands, this world, this cycle, literally, your pain right here is perpetually on hold. It's passive Hanged Man. It's not active Hanged Man. And the difference is that one we learn from, the other one we're just letting time kill the pain for us, and time does a sloppy job when we just let time handle it for us. Time heals all wounds is bullshit. I wish I could believe in it. Sometimes I do, but it's passive healing. It's no guarantee of good results. We will always be the best indicators of our own healing and the work that we put into it because we know what we're putting into it. But time, if we let time heal all wounds, oh, I bet you're going to have some ugly up scars. Nothing's going to scar over the way you want. You're still going to have residual issues, trust issues with yourself and whatever else. And again, I don't want you to do that. So get in there, honey, and be an active participant. Like I said, I challenge you to do the opposite of what you've been doing. Just for, because again, I don't want you to have to pay another price tag further down the road. Because we all do at the end of the day. We all have our particular prices to pay. Excuse me. Christina, try to remember to edit this out. Oh, that's better. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. And if I don't remember to edit it out, it is what it is. Real life, honey. That's real life. It's not full-time asthma, thank God. My heart hurts for people who have real full-time asthma. Mine is strictly for pollen. You know, but it's a scary feeling, honey. It's a scary feeling when you feel your lungs kind of clamp like that. And I only have it on occasion. I can't imagine having it every day. You know? Show me that Ace of Pentacles, please. Show me that Ace of Pentacles. Show me that Ace of Pentacles. Show me that Ace of Pentacles. Show me that Ace of Pentacles, please. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Two of Pentacles. Some of you feel like you don't know what you're doing, or that you feel like you haven't known what you're doing for a while. Two of Pentacles is not unheard of for Taurus. No. Show me that Ace of Pentacles, please. I know you want to focus on the tangible. I understand. You've made up your mind. You're taking action accordingly. I know. I want to see what that Ace of Pentacles is to you. You're trying to give it the best of your attention. The Hanged Man. Strength. Ace of Wands. Let me see that Hermit real quick. Show me the Hermit. Show me the Hermit, show me the Hermit, show me the Hermit, show me the Hermit. You showed me Hanged Man for a very different reason. Show me that Hermit, please. Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess, Six of Wands. Oh. You're showing me a rising confidence at some point in your future timeline. That there might be another offer for you in time. It's almost like you're saying in a different time. Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Hanged Man, Strength, Ace of Wands. It's like not all hope is lost. Nor should it be. I would never advise that. Never lose hope. No. It's, in fact, you're more likely to have hope once you've done your work, right? Because when you remain shut down, it's hard to feel hopeful about anything. And there's a part of you that's very much wants to still have and retain hope. It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't quite know what the Ace of Pentacles is to you, but you're showing me in the form of strength of self, fortitude, and possibly new beginning in time. Still hope for a new beginning in time. Whether it be with this situation or something else altogether. The idea is like, perhaps I won't entertain the Ace of Cups now, but if something becomes more solid in time, I can hope for that. And I don't know what that solid is to you, but that seems to be the only caveat to this idea of hope, is that perhaps my heart's not available now towards this situation or whatever. But next time I'll aim or have hope for something that I know is real. And I know I can put myself into it and it won't confuse me because it's going to be right there. It's going to be solid. There won't be any confusion about what it is. It's almost like you're wondering if you should still have hope in the future, but a solid hope. One that you know makes sense to you, or that you can claim, right? Because the King of Pentacles ultimately likes to claim his Ace of Pentacles, whatever form that takes. You know, so it's like, do I have a right to have hope? Of course you do. Of course you have a right to hope. And you have some beautiful elements in you that suggest that you should. Your Hermit here is saying something similar. Take care of yourself. Listen to your intuition as best you can. You will feel more confident in time. I have to agree. Some of you have some very strong experience in you that suggests you know how to walk the path. You have a very strong understanding of how to take care of you and what it is meant for you, even if it takes time. Experience has taught you this. I want you to get in touch with those principles, and it looks like me, but you will be getting in touch with those, not right now, but further down. You will embody more of the Hermit with the High Priestess, looking back on things in retrospection, having learned a lot. Feeling more in tune with you, feeling better for it with the Six of Wands, and a lot more comfortable too about your sense of self-worth and value. A lot of excellent components here for you in your future timeline that says you were in a much better place than where you were. This is really interesting. Trying to gain insight. That's active Hanged Man. Trying to gain insight about whether or not you can have hope tangibly for a new beginning or renewal effort in future. The idea of it makes you feel strong, but you also question if you should at all. It's interesting. It's very interesting. But I like your healing components. They're beautiful. I see you being much more in touch with yourself in future. And that again comes through the wisdom of experience and age and the ability to reflect heavily. That's what the Hermit does. He's really strong healing. It just takes time. I'm not seeing that time take effect up here. Right now we're busy denying pain and hurt. Okay. In future you won't have to do that. You'll be able to look back more lovingly on yourself. Okay. With a much stronger sense of self. With a really interesting concept of, should I hope for this? Whichever that Ace of Pentacles is. I'm very curious. I might dig further on that. Let's see. That Knight of Swords. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. So while you might be numb now, okay, and a little sensitive around these particular subjects now, it won't always be the case. Okay? Show me that Knight of Swords, please. Show me that Knight of Swords. Show me that Knight of Swords. Show me that Knight of Swords. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. But yeah, so I see it. You're looking forward to that day when you feel that more cohesive and more comprehensive and peaceful with yourself. And that is beautiful energy. It's headed towards it. It is. It's just taken a while. In the interim, and you know that, in the interim you have settled upon courses of action that suggest I need to keep growing. It's really hard. There are times when I'm tempted to hold myself back and delay my own progress, but nevertheless I'm going to keep at it, keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. So while your 3D energy, your reality energy isn't the easiest, you are still kind of hacking at it, attacking it. I'm going to make this grow. I'm going to make my environment grow. It's hard as hell, but I'm not ready to relinquish it. This is where I'm at right now. And so I know it feels like you're maintaining balances because you have to, but you don't want any particular feeling in it. There is a numbness, as we've discussed. It won't always be this way. It won't always be this way. Trust the process. It is going to take a minute, though, as we've discussed. This Ace of Pentacles and you wondering so intensely if you have a right to have hope for it at some point in your future, that's very curious to me, because you show me this Ace of Pentacles is like, well, my heart might be guarded and I can't show up emotionally right now in my life. Ace of Pentacles is still attached to you. You haven't quite shown me what it is, other than the fact that you wonder if you can have any sort of hope towards it. Let's see that Ace of Pentacles, please. I want to get some ideas about that. Some of this Ace of Pentacles. You. Page of Cups. Knights of Wands. I see. I told you, with Ace of Pentacles with Earth signs, I never know what that is to you guys, ever. I always have to clarify it, and even then, I'm usually like, but what does that mean? I have no Taurus in my chart or Virgo. I got a touch of Capricorn. That's it. So when I say, I respect the Ace of Pentacles and that idea of like, I know this means something different to Virgo and Taurus. To me, it equals job. But to you guys, it's like anything could be in there. Christina, anything could be in that pentacle. You don't know. You're right. I don't know. That's why I clarify further. So it's actually quite beautiful. You want to know what's in your Ace of Pentacles? The wonder if you, active Hanged Man at some point further out, you wonder if you can tangibly still have hope for something. And I wanted to know what that was. It's solid. It's solid, but that Ace of Wands throwing me off. Is that a brand new beginning? Or is it a renewal energy? And I still don't quite have an answer to that, but you do. You are here with the Hierophant. Oh, you are here with the Hierophant as you are. There you go. There's your higher self. Page of Cups. There's that heart space that you've been guarding, cut off. You shall not pass energy right here, right? You're opening up just a wee bit and you're actually excited. Okay, so that's some real heart space, no matter how small, but coming from you, giving permission on this subject, that's kind of a big deal, okay? Taurus saying yes is... It's much easier for you to say no than it is to say yes, let's put it that way. So you're saying yes to opening your heart just a little bit, and you're genuinely excited about it. Knights of Wands, curiosity, passion, the oomph, the drive. That's what you hope for yourself in your Ace of Pentacles proposed future. Do I dare have hope for this? To be excited again? To open my heart again, even if it's in the smallest of ways? To have a brand new adventure and or journey, either brand new or renewal. Okay, so again, all the aces are subject to renewal energy because new is in the word renew. So which way it is to you, I don't know, but I see you generally looking excited by the prospect of it, to know that it could be for you in future. That's what you kind of like, do I dare to have hope for that? Do I dare to have hope that I could open up again? The answer is yes. I don't know at what point it will go out of contemplation into reality, but I do know that you will more or less be in this arena when you're ready to. So much having come a long way, having learned a lot, processed all the difficult feelings, accepted it for what it is, stop resisting them, right? Intuitively, you're in a much better place with yourself, listening to yourself, trusting yourself, and then feeling generally good about you with the Six of Wands. So when these components are in place, you will go back to this particular drawing board of the Ace of Pentacles and how you would like to open up your heart naturally, without a bunch of nonsense attached to it about I can't right now. No, you generally want to in future. Okay, it suggests a little bit of vulnerability, but one that you are authorizing. In other words, it feels right to you. Okay, let's do some of these. Okay, Taurus, show me Taurus, please. Ha ha, that's interesting. Some of you might have some very prominent Leo in your chart. Full moon in Leo, go wild. Let's see, when is that? The Leo full moon won't be until, well, 6 months approximately from Leo season, so around Aquarius season, that will be the Leo full moon. Some of you might have some very interesting activities around Aquarius season, which again, that will be the Leo full moon. So go, full moon in Leo, go wild. Loosen up, lighten up a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. You got it. You got it. You know? You can take a minute from defending your territory and just allow yourself to relax or have some fun. Okay? First quarter moon in Cancer. Push through any insecurity. Okay? You are more capable of driving your emotions and acknowledging them. Then it's easier to acknowledge your emotions, I suppose, is my point. And the point of this, than denying them. The more we deny, the higher the price we pay later. So just remember that. And then practice gratitude. Last quarter moon in Sag, practice that gratitude. Okay? Lest we forget, don't forget to incorporate basic elements of you having fun and allowing yourself to have fun, but also practice gratitude. Both of these concepts can exist at the same time, 100%. Everything exists simultaneously, and it simultaneously contradicts it. That's what it is to be alive. Black, white, yin, yang. You know, we are both here and not here. We are both alive and not alive. It's hard, but once you understand that, things become a lot easier. You know, you really won't understand how happy and in love you could be until you've gone through something like that. You know? In order to understand that we have space, you must come across something that is solid. In order to understand, that something is solid, you must understand space. See, so on and so forth. It's one is always surrounded by the other at all times. If you've gone through dark times, dark days, you eventually have light again. But you have to believe that. Okay. And allow yourself to act on it. Not right now. Not right now. Okay, number 52, the magical map shifter. I know I've had that for you before. You are the maker of your own map. You can plot your course accordingly. Follow your particular compass and your guides as you best understand it. What else, please? Anything else, please? Follow the leader, 40. Okay, follow the leader. That's interesting. Either you are the leader and many people follow behind you in your wake, or some of you are feeling like it's more comfortable to be behind the leader at this time. In other words, you don't feel like you're forward or on point. Okay, that will be shifting for you in future when you feel like you're back more into yourself and you can be a leader once more. But I feel like many of you feel like you need to fall back in line for a while, just walk the path, honor your contracts as best you can. But the only thing you need to be taking leadership of is the feelings at this time. Okay, but perhaps some of you do need to take a seat, like in the back seat for a while, a little bit, and get your bearings again. All right. Okay. Anything else in here today? It's interesting before you. It's a really interesting proposition towards yourself. Do I dare have hope for ace in future, be it whatever this is or something brand new altogether? I just want to reassure you, honey, you'll be open one day. And you'll be ready. You'll be ready and open one day. But yes, you should hope. You should dare to hope. You should dare to hope. Not for them or they, for you. The wheel, yes, I know. As we've been discussing, we see an ending here, and at some point you will have a beginning again. Okay? In ship, directions, journey. That's backing up the map energy we just saw. Finding your own particular path and way again. It's not the easiest of things, but once you've taken that journey, you'll be glad that you did. Okay? Literally finding your own way and navigating your life as best you can. Making the decisions and taking the directions as best you can. Life is a journey. It's not, that doesn't mean it's easy, but it's one worth taking. Okay? And pearl, hidden gem. You'll have a pearl in time, your hidden gem. Okay? That thing, that special thing, that's just for you. Yes, I know it's in here. It's a little hidden. I can't quite see it, neither can you. But you want to know that you can hope for it. I think the answer to that is yes, as we've discussed. Okay. Any imperative timelines here? Eight months for some of you, whatever that means. I don't know. Okay. We're going to throw down some charms, call it a day. I do like to do oracle layering, except it takes up time, so I typically don't have time to do this, but think of the oracles as multiple bridge points. They either connect the pieces for you that we've been talking about today or they don't, okay? But that's really what they do. They're connecting points. Okay. Be generous right now for some of you. And I just saw that Leo energy over here as well, that gold wild. Some of you might have some really interesting Leo in your chart. Under which way, I don't know, but it's lean on that a little more, you know? Lean on that a little more. It'll help you shake you out of this. Dog with the bone, the anxiety, the stress, the arrow of Sagittarius. You might have some Sag in your chart. Also Cupid's arrow. Some of you feel like you got struck, you know, by love or Cupid there. And you're like, thanks a lot, Cupid. Why didn't you mind your own damn business? And Cupid's like, that's my job. You. You know, it's the anxiety of being hit with that kind of energy and it didn't work out. And the conclusion, there's an honest conclusion in here, and I don't know who concluded it because the Lovers here automatically it says two people. But the conclusion was is that as powerful as this connection is, because the Chariot was behind it, it also had nowhere to go. The Six of Swords was in front of it. But we didn't want to see it with the Eight of Swords. It was a feeling, but we didn't want to acknowledge the lack of movement. We didn't want to acknowledge that our Lovers' connection had nowhere to go. Despite the strength of it or the feeling of it, the admission that it had nowhere to go, that was the hardest part, and coming to terms with it, that kind of thing. And we're still struggling with it. The wreath, the world, at year's end, I think some of you, I predict some of you are going to start to feel a lot better. Because I see your energy spike around Aquarius season after the new year. So it stands to reason you're going to start feeling some really interesting changes by December. If not this year, then perhaps in the coming Christmases, or, I'm sorry, coming Decembers. The letter X. Anything else, please? Okay. Dragon in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have anger we're not trying to show. The dragonfly in reverse, we don't feel like we're capable of doing that heavy transformation just yet, but one day you will be. The letter N. The zombie, day in, day out kind of energy. I can see that a little bit absent in the feeling. We've already explained why. We know why. And then the bat. Some of you, bat is a confirmation of a symbol that you have been seeing recently, or it's in some way important to you, or you see a bat often in some way, shape, or form. But and then also, of course, the bat being having a unique radar or sonar, and in order to understand its surroundings, and then also its mate, it has a unique signal call to between itself and its mate. So there's that too. The shadow side, honing in on our sonar signals, okay? Understanding what direction we're supposed to go in, all those things. So kind of the darker side, but just as important as anything else. But it's a good side. Okay, Taurus, and I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.